Hey everyone, today we are doing something a little bit different, and I don't really like making this content too much, but I thought it would be a cool thing to react to the last moments of Asheron's Call. I was not playing Asheron's Call in 2017 when the servers were shut down. I think the last time I played was like in 2011, 2012 timeframe. And I think it's super important to like the history of Asheron's Call and and what's currently happening with Asheron's Call with the emulator and carrying this forward, what we kind of lost. So I just wanted to kind of acknowledge that and watch this last moments of Asheron's Call video from PC Gamer with you all. It's a pretty short video, 5 minutes, so we'll just jump right into it.
I never dreamt it would ever quit, and it never crossed my mind.
I love this guy. There's other videos on YouTube of him showing off his characters and how much he played Asheron's Call, and I love watching those too.
I guess I'm just disheartened, and it'd be hard to get me to go back, in all honesty, again.
Also, these time lapses are super cool. I should probably.
I said my goodbyes, and that's where it's going to end, I think.
Also, this is super emotional. Like, I feel like
out of every other game that I've played, AC has been more of a family than just a bunch of people who are playing the same game.
The community of it is definitely one of the strongest aspects of the game. It always has been.
It's super cool to hear these people talk about Asheron's Call. I know that's Maggie the Jack Cat, who I used to check their website all the time and see what was new in Asheron's Call. It's super cool. I still can't believe they shut this game down. I mean, I think it's like almost good for the game, because what they were like in maintenance mode, they weren't doing anything with Asheron's Call.
It was my time to get away from problems, as well as just do my thing with friends.
Well, I always thought it would be there. You know, I just always thought it was going to be around. I don't know why, but I did, and I always thought that
I think a lot of people felt that way. Like, Asheron's Call was around for 18 years, and the idea that they would shut down the servers, especially they made an announcement that like you could pay $10 and play Asheron's Call for the rest of your life, and then they just shut it down. I mean, I guess that's what corporate America does, is make promises and then not live up to them.
I would take my kid back on one day and he would start playing it.
The day that Warner Brothers announced that Asheron's Call was closing, I was at work. I got a message from one of my friends on Facebook. He sent me a link to the announcement, and I started crying.
Nobody was complaining about paying. We were just glad to have a game. And when they canceled the payments, nobody caught on what was going to happen next. We're all disappointed.
Yeah, it's obviously like, first of all, the screenshots and the images in this video of like hundreds of people hanging out is super cool. Super cool to see that, and that's never going to be recaptured in AC again. But I will say that I feel like the emulator has kind of done a really good job of continuing the life of Asheron's Call.
I only found out about it like 2 weeks ago, so I didn't have time to really do much more than worry about getting some game time in and connecting with some people before the end.
All the nice tailors.
The game has been there for me in some of my greatest achievements and some of my hardest times, and to finally come to a realization that, you know, this game might not be there for me was really hard to take.
And that's really the bad thing about what's happening with modern gaming, and it's not just Asheron's Call. It's so many games where they're like a live service, and the company that makes the game can just take it away from you, basically. You don't own these games anymore. And I think that that's a real shame for like modern gaming in general.
I've had a couple friends that have since passed away that that I was really close to. And, you know, I met them through Asheron's Call.
Turbine, they were really good about including players that had made their mark in some way on the world into the game. My old vassal who passed away, they made an NPC in Zyko, Ned the Clever, and honored him that way.
That was such a cool thing for Turbine to do, and it's awesome to still be able to go run go run Nexus Crawl and see Ned the Clever. I mean, this person, I mean, super unfortunate that they passed away, but they kind of live on forever through Asheron's Call. What a cool thing for Turbine to do.
So there's just a lot of little special details in the game.
Where this gentleman that we had from Texas, one day we went into Eastham and he was explaining us on Skype what the next move is, and all of a sudden his dog started barking, and the reason why is that he passed away with a stroke, and as a whole group to show you how we were linked and tied together, and we all had a memorial for him on the game. It was so touching. I'm positive that people would even be crying after watching it.
Stuff like that's super cool.
It's more than just playing the game. It's, you know, it's something that's been a part of your life for a long time. And with the game closing, it was like closing a book on a chapter of your life that you weren't ready to close.
So much time lost. It's crazy the amount of time people put into this game. And for it all to just be like thrown away like that.
Don't let Dareth go to waste. And all these people. And all their items. And everything that we've worked for, the friendships. And the relationships. And the marriages. And the kids. And the friends. Everything that people have had. Don't let this go to waste.
It's super emotional, I get it. I mean, I spent so much time playing this game with my brother.
Everyone.
It was a real, like, bonding thing for us. Brutal. It's super sad what they did to Asheron's Call. I mean, I fear that this is going to become the norm, where all these games that we love, and I don't think that there's a really good fix for it, except if people keep, you know, making a point about it. Don't support these companies that do this kind of stuff. But the positive news coming from this and everything with Asheron's Call shutting down is the super, super dedicated community that has kept Asheron's Call alive. The Asheron's Call Community Preservation Project, all the people who recorded anything before the end of the game. I wish that I had been playing when this game ended to help with that effort. All the people who have worked on the emulator, who have recreated any kind of content. I mean, I just want to say thank you. I think everything that those people are doing is super important in keeping this game alive, despite what Turbine did with shutting the game down. That's going to be it for this video. I encourage you to go watch the original video, The Last Moments of Asheron's Call, and thanks for watching.